Yes, guys, and a welcome from me. This is Championship Manager 0102 Top Trumps. Now, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I finally got my arse in gear in the early part of the week. Was to create a set of top trumps based on the great game CM 0102. I will be specific, we're talking ODB. Now, I'm not sure how great the graphicing is for you to see this, so I'll explain what I'm doing and what sort of attributes I've used. So basically, I'm going to work on something else. I'm going to do something tomorrow. This is still a work in progress, still experimental, but this is a gist of it. I've got 24 players. Now, I'm essentially going to work towards 64, but so far I've done 24 players, and I've chosen 5 attributes. The 5 attributes are tackling, passing, finishing, influence and determination. Now, when you start a brand new game, we're going to take the first one, top left-hand corner, the great Ronaldo. That's Ronaldo 9. So you look at what his tackling is on a standard game. Of course, he's a forward, so he's not going to have great tackling. Whatever it states, times it by 5, and that's what you get. So, as you can see, his tackling is 8. So his tackling on the attribute card is 40. Passing is 60, finishing 75, influence 95, and determination 80. We've then got Andrei Shevchenko. We've got Zinedine Zidane, we've got Fabio Cannavaro, we've got David Beckham, we've got Alessandro Nesta, Patrick Vieira, and Roy Keane. Now, of course, you're going to have a defender who's going to have a good tackling. You're going to have a striker who's going to have a good finishing. Roy Keane and Vieira are going to have a bit of a mixed balance. You know, I opted for these 5 attributes, particularly the first 3, because I figure it will be a slight, not advantage, but if you're a defender, you're likely to have a stronger tackling. If you're a midfielder, you're going to have a slightly better passing, and so on and so on. Now, I don't know if anyone knows if you ever played with top trumps as a kid or whatever. I used to play with them all the time, to do with cars, to do with boats, to do with aeroplanes, to do with motorcycles, HGVs, athletes. And you get them today, but they're not like they used to be. The font and shit is all crap. So I wanted to make my own. So I'm still working on it. And once I've made some more, I'm going to try and design them. So I've got a deck. Now, this prototype will be a small pack. Like, it won't be the size of a playing card or the size of a normal card like you would get on top drums. It's going to be a lot smaller because I am still sort of a work in progress. So what I'm looking for you guys is just feedback, really. What your views are. If you remember the old classic games of top trumps. Before I go any further, let's show you the next 8 I've got. I do run the risk, of course, of somebody stealing the idea, but that's up to you. If you want, go for it. Okay, so quick point out though, as you see on the first 8, Zidane and Beckham have got 100 passing. Determination is 100 for Vieira and Roy Keane. Roy Keane's also got a 100 for influence. Nesta has got an influence and a determination of 100 apiece. Nesta's a decent player. He's finishing shit. So when you're playing top trumps, right, you share them out equally. So you get X amount of cards, I get X amount of cards. You go first. You've got your first card. You choose an attribute, and you say. So I say. Let's say you got Nesta. You're going to say, if you had Nesta, you're going to say determination or influence because you might run into someone that's got tackling of more. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's go to the next 8. Raul, Luis Figo, Edgar Davids, Cafu, Roberto Carlos, Paulo Montero, Lilian Thuram, and Paolo Maldini. Who's the best card of that lot? Who would you say is the best one? Again, it's all done in the same concept. It's their attribute multiplied by 5. So I've not sort of done it through my own. I've done it through CM. Now it's funny really because when I was doing this, I chose the players. I used a top players of 01, 02, and a lot of these players were in that list. Roberto Carlos, right, in all fairness, he's a bit of a shower of shit. Tackling 55, I thought he'd have a better tackling than that. Tackling 55, passing 55, finishing 65, influence 35, determination 95. So you can really, if you look at Cafu tackling 70, passing 80, finishing 65, influence 80, determination 80. If I've got Cafu in my hand, you've got Carlos, you've got to say an attribute, you're going to be going for determination because it's probably the only statistic you could probably win on. I think Maldini looks pretty decent. He's got a 90, 70, 55, 100, 100. I think Figo's pretty decent. Well, actually, it's not that great. Okay, on to the third and final one. Ta-da! Hernan Crespo, Gabriel Batistuta, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Thierry Henry, Ryan Giggs, Francesco Totti, Juan Veron and Rivaldo. Now, based on all the attributes, I feel one of the best players in the game, one of the best cards is... Draw your own conclusions, but I think it's Totti. Totti, going from tackling, passing, finishing, influence and determination, 90, 80, 70, 100, 100. Crespo's not too bad, 50, 70, 95, 50, 90. I didn't mean to say Crespo, I meant to say Batistuta. 50, 75, 90, 95, 90. You know, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. As I said, that's 24 players that I'm working on. I'm doing my next stage of the testing tomorrow, where I think I'm going to try and design them so we'll see how they come out as a small pack. It might not come out great, and I might just abolish it. I won't abolish it completely, but I might have to change it where they're a lot bigger, the size of a card. But we shall see. We shall see. But this is your CM0102 Top Trumps. Let me know your views, guys. I'm intrigued to know. And until next time from me, it's take it easy.